The question of why some firms remain innovative through good times and bad is one that has engaged my colleagues and me for the last 15 years. And if I had to make one conclusion based on all the research we've done, it is to quote Leo Tolstoy, the first line from Anna Karenina, Leo Tolstoy's classic. And it says, "Happy families are all alike. Every unhappy family is unhappy in its own way." Every innovative firms are all alike, is what we find. Every laggard firm is a laggard in its own way. There are a few traits of innovative firms that seem to be common across these, and they seem to persist through good times and bad, and these relate to the core culture of these firms. One of these cultural factors, one of the most important ones, is the manner in which managers within these firms think. And it's fairly simple. It's the extent to which managers in these firms focus on events in the future as opposed to events in the past or the present. Now, when times are bad, there is a natural tendency on our part to engage and focus on the present or try and look into the past to figure out what happened. The innovative firms, in our research, we find tend to focus on the future much more so. Now, you might wonder, what self-respecting CEO would not think about the future? What self-respecting CEO would not be engaging the firm toward the future? In fact, when you actually track CEOs and look at how they spend their times, on average, some have argued, CEOs of large firms spend between 3 to 5% of their time focusing on the future. So some reflection is a very important thing, and there's a simple metric we find that can help, at least in the English-speaking world, detect the extent to which firms are focused on the future. All you have to do is count the number of future-oriented sentences in top managers' or managers' communications. And there's a quirk in the English language. That is, future-oriented sentences tend to have a few words, will, shall, ought, may, etc., in them. If you, under the logic that the words you use tend to reflect the thinking in your own mind, if you count the number of future-oriented words that CEOs, managers use, will, shall, etc., in our research, we find that you can predict innovation up to 5 years into the future simply by counting the number of future words and future sentences that CEOs use. So one of the first things one could do, one of the things that future-oriented or innovative firms tend to do is engage on the future. And that's actually a surprisingly rare thing.